Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is a beer from Oskar Blues. This is Good Night, or G-Night, or whatever, G-Night, Good Night. This is an Imperial Red Ale coming in 8.7%, and I can't imagine the last time I had this beer. It's been years, so I'm honestly impressed that they're still producing this beer because brown ales, amber ales are really not that much popular anymore, and I'm surprised that people are still buying this beer. I don't know the sales numbers. I wouldn't be surprised if this came off of the market at some point. But anyway, the beer, ooh, look at that, comes in a medium to deep amber color, crystal clear. I haven't seen a beer that looks like this. I mean, you guys know what I review. I don't think I've had a beer that looks like this reviewed in a long time. Let's get the aroma on this one. Candy qualities, wow. Yeah, it's biscuity, it's caramel candy, it's a Jolly Rancher. If you can make a papaya into a Jolly Rancher, sort of get like that, but even leaning more towards the syrupy side, so almost like papaya syrup. Some pine candy dancing in there. It smells familiar. It's just sweet malts. It's crystal malts for days. Cheers. Wow, that's a flashback to beer 3-4 years ago. I mean, obviously now I review a lot of pale beer, hazy beer, not bitter beer, and this is the complete opposite of that. This beer rides on a good amount of crystal malt sweetness. It's just crystal malts for days, days, days. It's a little bit caramelly, it's a little bit biscuity, but a good amount of caramel, candy sweetness. There is that Jolly Rancher flavor for sure. It's like strawberry Jolly Rancher driving in the background. Immediately tasted that. On the back end, there's a piney, resiny bitterness to it. There's not too much to speak of, other than the fact that this beer is dumb, dangerous, drinkable. This beer is about 2 months fresh, so it's still pretty fresh. And in general, I'd say it's pretty bland, but there's a good kick of bitterness. If you want something to get you messed up and you like this kind of old style craft beer, then you're gonna enjoy this one. It has the malt there, it has a sweetness to give you some flavor, it has a little bit of hopping to it, and it has a pininess on the back end, the bitterness. But in general, it's so light for 8.7%. It doesn't really like punch you that much. And that makes the beer really dangerous, but it's just crystal malt and it's resin pine on the back end, and it is what it is. Wow, it's such a flashback. I mean, this is crazy. Like, just like having this beer right now, I'm like experiencing it, and it's been so long since I've had this beer. I'm like, you know, just like thinking about nostalgia of beer, and it's crazy. But I'm curious for you guys. Post in the comments below if you've had experiences like that recently. This is such a, you know, nostalgia mess up on my brain right now because I'm just thinking about my history and like all the beers that I had, and like, oh wow, like finally going back to this beer and the flavor profile of this beer, because I'm definitely not drinking beers like this anymore. So that's for rating. It's so watery. Wow, why is it so watery? Let's give this a 77. I don't know. It is what it is. This is Oskar Blues Good Night. It'll get you messed up. Drink it. It's super dangerous. So until next time, cheers. Later.